Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack and I'm going to talk about, well, there is a lot to talk about. Serious shit happened, some hilarious, some other cringe, but I'm going to start it that Japan is slowly, or I'm saying that now they are finally going to the Western madness, they're falling into that shit. This is just a retweet post, but we are going to read the whole shit show. We have this from Haru. The GCP are the same dumbasses that got triggered at the female designs from Dragon Quest, so they are not slightly the brightest. Japanese Communist Party condensed Dragon's Quest series over gender stereotypes and sexiness. Is the head from the US coming out of the mouth after this? It went inside of the ass. So what he's saying is pure shit. But why are you doing that cringe explanation? Because what you're going to see here is even more cringe than you could even imagine. Excuse me. Japanese Communist Party encouraged members to report fan service manga to the United Nations. And here we go. The madness I was referring to at the start of this video. The Japanese Communist Party has reportedly created a secret report front spread amongst its members in order to report young adult manga to the United Nations. So you have indoctrinated idiots. Probably they got indoctrinated through the exchange school students in college. Because yeah, student college from California went to Japan over a decade ago. And they were the useful idiots that they always do to help the CIA into spreading the current propaganda of the US government. Yeah, I went so far ahead, but well, that's you know who is controlling the US government. The oligarchs who are you are not daring to criticize. But going back to Japan, this is just a response, or should I say, is the result that yeah, even Japanese people can be brainwashed and turned into the same useful idiots, the same woke virus. Nobody exists of that shit. Let's continue. Japanese Together blogger Misato Nakayama, reported finding the form as a QR code in the Shimbun at Akahanta, the daily newspaper for the Japanese Communist Party. The forum asked questions such as wherever convenience stores carry adult magazines, and names manga magazines that carry out seinen titles for young adult men such as Young Animal, which serialized Berserk. I was talking to my friend about this when it comes to Japan. I know the nowadays is just pure isekai. I know it's trending. Some of you people like it. Personally, I just not interested that much. And after time, I'm just get fucking tired of that. But what the kind of comedies I like, Gushing Over Anime Girl is a recent one. But when I was talking to my friend. I was mentioning Great Teacher Onizuka. Not only Berserk. Berserk, you can have copycats of that. That's not an issue. Or even you have Hideki Miyazaki doing Elden Ring, but Great Teacher Onizuka, the way how he touched subjects, it's something that I will never going to see back in Japan. And the second one, Black Lagoon. Those two are my favorite IPs from Japan. And tier one if you count City Hunter. Those three, the way how they tell their own stories and the topics they actually brought to that. And I say, yeah, by the current state of how the corpus in Japan are just going into ESG, just like Kadokawa, Honestly, starting with what I mentioned it, and now this headline, do you are surprised that it was coming to this way? I'm not. It's not the first time the United Nations are fucking involved with fucking useless pieces of shit that want to bring censorship to everyone else and being a totalitarian state. Those are the ones that I'm going to say. Yeah, those are the ones that actually like to take away your freedom. Are the useful idiots that are just fucking civilians, just as your average Joe, that wants to help the government to censor you and fucking enslave you, and then themselves get enslaved too, because at the end of the day they're useful idiots. They deserve to be Minecrafted in the most gruesome way. I'm not going to change that mindset. Let's continue. The push to vilify anime and manga appears to partially contradict the party's statements in 2021, where the JCP affirmed their alleged commitment for free speech but had reservations about how women are portrayed in creative works. That's hilarious because most of the doujinshis are made by women. The most deranged stuff, the tags that actually are the most trending as actually Shora, tall women, MILF. They are drawn by women. uh, as you can see, just like I said, the woke virus this started with women, and women are the ones to actually took the hands of feminism because it's just a ramification of the woke virus. Likes to victimize women when there is no necessity. But well, let's continue. What's even more surprising is in 2010 and all 8 JCP Assembly members voted against a bill that would restrict freedom of expression. But a lot can change in 14 years. Yeah, honestly, it's not that they changed, it was just saving face, just waiting for the exact moment to attack. That's how they operate, the communists. Let's continue. And trying to provoke the United Nations into commenting on Japan's policy of free expression, it's evocative of the Vice hit piece. Yeah, everyone remembers that. I mentioned that too. A lot of people mention it. On Japanese media, which conflated fan service in manga and anime with kids struggles noveling, which is false, is fiction, but well, you have to make asylums great again in order to fix society. After Japanese social media users discovered the secret poll, some pointed out the irony of a historically represented political party wanting to use their authority to restrict freedom of expression. You can find a screen cap of a tweet thread discussing the JCP from below. And you have this, JCP is telling its voters to report certain manga and adult magazines to the United Nations. And I have to say, this dude, Political Awake, I think he is referring to here. Let me check that out. No, it's not. Uh, Let me pull that up. Well, since I scrolled so much here, well, I continue this video. This is an archive. It's from the people investigating this shit that yeah, the JCP is contacting the UN and how they were just fucking making these surveys. You have these forms, Friday, Spa, XDVD. So I like anime, but I have to try to learn more the breeding language because well, even I know some of the words that are here. Men's DVD, so I can say that it's not only manga and anime. It's targeting all of the tags, all of the kind of content that Japan produce, even live actions, even Japanese adult videos. But well, since we are here right now, I'm going to show you. This is the first part of the madness, the Western madness that Japan is experiencing and is just dipping in, just like fucking California. Hmm. This is not. This is a little bit more. Here we are. This is the one. I mentioned it before from this account because yeah, it is actually a problem that is being highlighted more and more by Japanese. Governor of Saitama Prefecture Motohiro Hono has finally broken silence in the Kurdish problem, and it is against us. Sounds familiar, people? Sounds familiar, Europe? Ireland? I know that Ireland, I covered that, yeah. They always get screwed out through history, and the most insane one is when you have fucking traders wanting to Minecraft you because this is what it is. Illegal immigration is by solely making, creating and making genocide. You know what I'm trying to say here. Mass Minecrafting of people. They slowly, but well, when you infest a country with a lot of the most deranged criminals, the most brain dead retards that they don't deserve to breathe on this earth, is this the result? You have the Kurdish, you have the Africans in Spain, in all Europe, the Venezuelans in Mexico and US. Venezuelans are bragging about fucking exploiting the fucking laws that steal taxpayer money from their citizens. And they brag laugh about it. And then only that they Minecraft their own people. No, and the citizens invading said country. It's colonialism. And the way how history, in case you haven't learned, is that you are on at one point that yeah you have to purge them, and not something like a leftist because the reality of history is they're going to try that on you, just like fucking video games. The same fucking idiots like to brag about purging gamers when they were being ostracized from society for decades and their hobby destroyed. And now you have Japan. It's the same shit, but it goes even far beyond that because not only their video game franchise got fucking butt raping the ass, you have illegals from from what is it, Istanbul, where well, in case I think Turkey actually tried to Minecraft the Kurds because they were in several pieces of shit, and it shows. There is tons of evidence of their bad behavior. They don't want them, and honestly, Japan doesn't want them for a reason, but you have fucking leftists like this. You have hate speech must be completely eliminated. Saitama Governor Hono addresses the issue of hate speech against Kurds and supports groups. Kurds kidnap women, kids, especially females, to struggle smuggler and enslave them to sell their bodies. They portray guns. They don't respect the other religions. I have my opinions when it comes to the Muslims. If you are a Muslim and you are not an imperialist piece of shit, just like the US government, I'm going to respect you. But when you go to another country and you are just doing the exact same shit, you know what? If those Japanese end up sharpening their katanas, they get on their way to have guns and remove the ban laws about gun ownership, you better Minecraft yourself because they are going to show you what they were doing to prisoners in World War II. But well, and this is what we are, leftists. And this is the exact definition of a traitor. This fucking governor in Saitama. And even this account. For to show you the nonsense of what the Kurds are, the pieces of shit they are. A local old woman was cleaning up the garbage that the Kurds had scattered. When I helped with the cleanup, I learned the Kurdish people frequently gather at the park and repeatedly dump garbage each time. The old woman was so scared of the Kurdish people that she couldn't pay any attention to them, so she just did the cleaning. But this one is what pisses me more off so much. This reminds me of the fucking Venezuelans in Chile, in Peru, in Colombia, in Mexico. They do the same shit because they have the same kind of mindset. I know Venezuelans probably they are just Catholics and Christians, but they voted for communism because it's the same collective mindset of being fucking parasites to society. They want to be living out of the expenses on everyone else. And not only that, they like to promote their imperialistic ideals of yeah, I want to enslave you. You know, go fuck yourself. And Kurdish are nobodies. They are nobodies. They prove it more often than not that they are just maniacs. You can't reason it with them. And look how we fucking do the flags, their uniforms. It remind me of fucking Fidel Castro and Che Guevara, the fucking communist Cuba. And this is an article I mentioned it they are abducting Japanese women. They say, you know what, fuck, Saitama is done. You know what, Japan, if you grab a fucking nuke, shoot it in Saitama. The mass casualties will be mostly Kurdish. Their people, Japanese people are very aware that yeah, they should leave and make Arkan Asylum in that fucking prefecture. Because yeah, there is even evidence when there are Turks and Kurds clashing Japan over Turkish installation. So another an election from a country that you flee out and you went to another one to just be in a fucking beach. Okay, that's enough. This is the video I made for you, and everyone is someone else watch. That yeah, they're talking about this. Japan is going so into the madness of westernized madness. That's the word I'm looking for. Western madness. But well, that's pretty much everything I needed to say here. Everyone who watched this video, um, you know, keep paying attention to this because it's all over the world, all of the countries I keep mentioning. Nobody's safe because, well, we are in the South Park universe. Thanks for watching and take care.